Stay-at-home orders have placed an immense amount of stress on parents as they balance the pressures of working from home, homeschooling, and managing a household. Today, we're joined by naturopathic doctor, Dr. Jordin Wiggins, who joins us to offer ways that parents can rekindle during quarantine. Hi, Dr. Wiggins.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So right now, I'm sure that more than a few parents can report feeling exhausted or worn out, or as you would say, blah. So how do we process those emotions and those feelings in this day and time?
It's definitely important to remember that sexless marriages were on the rise before the pandemic. And what's really important is to give yourself the space and know that it's okay if managing children, working from home, that intimacy and pleasure is sort of on the back burner. That's completely okay. It's normal. Over 70% of people are reporting this right now.
And that's really important to kind of realize in the midst of it that you're not necessarily abnormal, right? There's a way to think about it and take steps to improve that. So one of the things that you definitely suggest is the aspect of touch. And I know we study this with love languages and that type of thing, but what do you think are the most important aspects of touch, and how do you, if you are, a little bit shyer in that area or what have you, how do you then approach that with your partner?
So touch can be something very simple as long as we're following these parameters, that we're hugging, kissing, holding hands for 20 seconds or longer. And this is going to release a hormone called oxytocin. This is the connection hormone. And it's going to do a really good job of taking you out of that mom brain or work mode and really put you into a state of relaxation. So just make sure that when you're connecting physically, that it's lasting longer than 20 seconds and you can really feel your hormones shift and yourself relax.
Interesting. And as you kind of start this process, you may also be more in tune with your own emotions and just feeling the stressors that maybe you've been powering through. So you mentioned that it's very important to allow yourself to feel all of those emotions and process them. So what is that process like?
So that process, we can almost think of a toddler, that they don't have any filters on their emotions. If they want to have a temper tantrum, cry, kind of get it all out, then they feel better after and they can move on. As adults, we try to stuff those emotions down and pretend that we're not actually feeling our feelings. But at a time like this, when things are very uncertain, it's more important than ever to allow yourself to fully feel those emotions, have a good cry, and that will actually close the loop on the stress response, and you'll feel a lot better afterwards.
Yes, I have said to my husband more than once, I just need to cry, just get it all out, whatever it may be. Sometimes you don't necessarily even know what this particular tear is for, but you just kind of get it all out there. And that's so important. So once you've done that, once you're feeling a little bit better, there are some things that you should be doing at home to still have connection with your partner, even though you can't necessarily go out and do a date night or go out to restaurants and those types of things. So what would those activities be?
So there's two things that I'm recommending right now. Date night in is the first one. So it is very important to decide what are the things that we need to do as a couple to create that space still. Does that mean put away the laptops and cell phones, put the kids to bed early, and then brush your hair, kind of pretend like you were gonna go out for a date night and cook dinner together, really try and connect, chat, talk about how you're feeling. Even if it is at home, trying to mimic what it would be like to go out and create that space is very, very important. And then the second thing is to play. This is something that a lot of couples, especially if the relationship is really on the rocks, they're very disconnected, the thought of date night can be overwhelming. So taking the time to play, and this could be a board game, a card game, even racing to see who can fold the laundry faster, making a game out of things is going to increase your heart rate, increase your arousal, and sort of stimulate those feelings, even though it doesn't have anything to do with physical intimacy.
That's a great idea. I never really thought about making a game, especially out of the chores that you might be doing more often now that people are all at home together.
Exactly. And then we don't have our help either, a lot of us. So like with our cleaners and things like that. So we can make a game out of it, even with the kids, and just do 15, 20 minutes. Everyone's got something to do, get it done, and everyone leaves that feeling lighter. And we can feel great too, because our space is cleaner. And that's one more thing that we don't need to think about, like doing the laundry instead of taking time with our partner, because it's done.
Absolutely. Well, we're about out of time, but I am happy to say we're going to be posting more information about your resources on our website. Thank you so much for being here with us. The fantastic tips, really helping us get back to basics. We appreciate it.